That's a horror movie right there. If you're watching this coming this fall.
Well, my asshole's not bleeding, but I sure can't fucking walk too much anymore.
Never talk about it again. But you're fucked up for a while inside.
Like, oh yeah, Granny's losing it.
I just gotta clear out the flies so I can fight the main boss. But the part where we call comedians that we don't think are funny gay, I'm keeping it.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
Of course not.
But being not funny, pretty gay.
Yeah. Welcome to the Main Offenders. I'm Tom O'Donnell. To my right here is the illustrious Tyler Morrison. We're here having a fucking time in Bracebridge, Ontario.
It's the place to be. Tommy's got his pit viper shades. He's
yes, sir.
Still got eye aids.
My eyes are fucked still. I don't know what's going on.
He had to get bigger glasses because it's spread.
Yeah, it's spread. I've got full-blown E. coli growing in my eye.
Look like a disobedient housewife.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. I love this town, man, Bracebridge. There's some colorful people in this fucking town.
Well, I mean, they're all white, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Santi was saying... Our fantastic cameraman, Santi, just saw one of...
my good experience of pulling up to Bracebridge. First street I'm there. I look to my left, and I see a bald dude with the WWE belt celebrating like he just won a match.
Yeah.
And Tyler knows him, don't you?
Yeah, that's Joey.
Yeah.
Joey's like a local hometown, I'd say mascot at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Joey. He's quite often in the local media. I took a picture of him. He walks by my house every day.
Dressed like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He dresses in full Macho Man gear, and he's got the belts. He's got he's got multiple different belts, and they're like nice ones. And sometimes he walks by, he thinks he's Ric Flair. Sometimes he's always wooing. He's got the he used to think he was Stone Cold Steve Austin in high school, I think. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's around, and he goes to every bar and shop, and like you can wind your watch to where he's gonna be. That's like how you know what time it is. I don't even need to look at my phone. Oh, Joey's outside the pizza place. Like it must be 1 p.m.
The wrestling Rain Man.
Yeah,
Gotta watch Wapner at 2 p.m. That's hilarious.
Wapner. That's a good name from the past.
Yeah.
Judge Wapner from the People's Court.
How old is Joey?
I'd say he's probably maybe a little younger than me, so like late 30s.
Do you think he tried wrestling at any point?
I don't think he tried wrestling. I would love to see him go through a table.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get him out on the trampoline.
Oh, yeah. Just bounce it.
See if he actually likes it.
Can we book him? Can we book him a main event match?
Oh, man.
I don't isn't that the best fucking life of all time though? Like you just get to dress up like your favorite wrestler and just do whatever. Like I would take that over welding any fucking day of the week. Like, whoa, you have a disability though. Like who gives a fuck? Like I get to just walk around like Ric Flair and fucking like body chop people and do whatever I want because 2 seconds, man. 2 seconds, I would take that.
There's that Macho Man costume that he's wearing. I just remembered this. This made me laugh. So, when he first got the costume, I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, a guy sold it to me for $120 or something like that." It was like, it was like steep, and then I looked it up online for it's like $40 or something online.
Oh,
it was so. Oh yeah, someone rinsed him.
That's fucking bad.
Some dirty dog in town rinsed him for last year's Macho Man costume at Halloween. Oh yeah, someone definitely.
Yeah,
Joey's like he's bald, right? But someone gave him a haircut that day, baby.
Oh yeah.
That was a savage move.
That's brutal, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
there's a guy in Kitchener who dresses up like Elvis Presley and walks around the street and just bums cigarettes from people.
I'm glad you said cigarettes.
Yeah. He just walks around and bums people. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. Like, fuck, it'd be fun just to I don't know.
Lose your mind.
Have something up there and just be able to play Mr. fucking dress up every day. I don't know. I like that.
Look at what you're wearing right now. You're not living that dream already.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I look pretty
Who's the
good.
famous hockey player in Kitchener?
Bertuzzi.
Bertuzzi, and then there's you, Tom, the slow kid that pushes the grocery carts.
Yeah. Pretty much, man. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
And you're wearing socks and sandals. Yeah, you
Why
got a
the
good.
fuck not?
You got a good.
The kids fucking brought this back in.
Is it cool now?
Yeah,
that's what
it's
the
like
kids
You got to be kidding me.
it's like
Yeah.
kind of fucked up to show your toes now.
Really?
Yeah, like you can't have the dogs out.
You got to be kidding me. I love this because I always wear socks and sandals like a dad
It's nice.
douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
And I've caught flack for years just being a, low life piece of shit, hungover, going to the Circle K. You got to get your Gatorade and waters in the morning. I'm wearing sandals and socks.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's comfortable.
I think it was Crocs that changed the game because
Oh, Crocs.
you can't do Crocs in no socks. It gets disgusting in there.
And Crocs always took a bad rap, but you put on the
Now they're
Crocs,
in.
they're comfortable as fuck, right?
I'm wearing $60 Crocs right now.
I mean, Crocs were never
Jesus.
cheap. Crocs were never cheap, but they were definitely embraced by white trash first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's some fucking hill. Do they sell Crocs at Walmart?
They sell generic Crocs at Walmart,
Like rip-off
fake ones.
Crocs?
But at Winners, they sell the real deal. You can get the
So
camo.
where do are they in like a Foot Locker or something like that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
But then the cheapest places you go on Crocs. Use code main offenders at crocs.ca.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the only thing that somebody with a diabetes foot can get their fucking hoof into. That's why Crocs were invented.
But no, they get swampy. They get disgusting in there.
Yeah, you got the gout. Fucking get yourself some
Get yourself
Crocs,
some
eh?
Crocs. That's the rich man's disease, goat.
Have you guys been touched by gout at any point in your frivolous lives?
Fucking
No.
surprisingly, no.
That's
No.
good.
And I eat a fuckload of pepperettes, man.
I feel like every comedian
Fuckload
I
of
know
pepperettes.
that's
So-
older than 40.
What is it? What does it
Well,
do
they
to
call it the rich man's disease because you get it from like eating rich foods, I guess, like seafood and stuff. Like people eat a lot of fucking seafood or like.
I'm surprised my dad never got gout, eh? You hear like Timmy one day, I don't know if I told this before on the podcast, but one day he just rips up to me. I was working at the gas station. He pulls up in his truck. I'm like, where are you going, man? He's like, I'm fucking off to FLA to eat shrimp and lobster till my asshole bleeds. And he just squeals the tires and drives away. I'm like, that guy's my fucking hero, man.
Yeah. Comes back 2 weeks later with gout. Well, my asshole's not bleeding, but I sure can't fucking walk too much anymore.
Let's just say I took the cart for the last 9 holes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The gout.
Yeah, because like kings and shit used to get it a lot. They used to-
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I haven't got gout, man.
That's crazy.
No, I wish I got gout. Fucking,
Can't get gout, eat fucking Mr. Noodles every fucking meal,
fucking
buddy.
kings.
Yeah.
Kings get gout.
Yeah, it's like a high salt and lots of alcohol. Like,
Dude,
Yeah, like
like
wine
you're
and
talking,
shit.
you're talking to me.
Yeah.
You're talking my language.
We should definitely have fucking gout.
Let's
buddy, yeah.
get it, man.
Let's just get
Let's
it. for
get
the
gout,
fucking
all of us,
podcast.
and then we'll have a race. We should all,
Who can get gout
and we'll have
the
a big
fastest?
gout. No, a gout. We'll all get gout, and then we'll have a running race.
Yeah.
You do a charity gout walk that no
Yeah.
one can participate in.
No one shows up for the gout walk.
Yeah.
Fuck. They got an Alzheimer's walk in my town. It's
Just a bunch of people fucking wandering aimlessly through the, fucking, through the
The
woods.
hardest challenge is staying in a path.
Yeah.
probably
some-
shouldn't have called that the walk to remember it.
Yeah. Some old lady fucking walking around with a nightie on in a blizzard. It's the Alzheimer's walk.
It's more of a glorified game of hide and seek. Just
Jesus, my granny had Alzheimer's, and unfortunately, she would fucking do that every once in a while. She would take off in the middle of the night in her nightie and like slippers.
oh
and
yeah.
walking around the fucking town and stuff.
Raising awareness.
Yeah, exactly.
There's another word for that.
Yeah. Like something out of a fucking horror film.
There's
if you've
another-
seen it, right? That'd be fucking crazy to see, but or she would.
Didn't
gotta
she
pay.
just pass away?
Oh, this is no, that's my other great grandmother.
Oh,
So
man.
I had two great
Sorry to hear.
grandmothers that I both met, like my grandparents' parents. So this was the one on my mom's side.
Yeah, because everyone gets impregnated in your family when they're teenagers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's not the brag you thought it was, bro. Yeah, I got to meet both my great grandparents.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Both sets.
But Alzheimer's, yeah, is a terrible disease, but I can't lie, man. It is kind of fucking, it is humorous
Did you get
to watch it when it first kicks off, because they say the funniest shit of all time. Like, remember the one time we were driving to East Side Mario's with my granny, and she's this little old Irish lady or whatever. And my sister was sitting in the front seat, and she was like coughing. She's like, "Oh, I hate being sick." And my granny's in the back seat, and she's like, "I don't like dick either, love." I just says that to my 6-year-old sister. We're like, "Oh yeah, Granny's losing it in the best kind of way."
the warning sign?
Granny's losing it, and she don't like dick.
Did she reach the stage where she was like picking fights?
No, she got to a point where she had this like little doll or whatever that she would carry around with it everywhere, and like she thought it was my Uncle Dave. And she was like talking to it and stuff. Like, that was fucking crazy to see or whatever. And then like she forgot
David.
who
Isn't
David.
David, isn't he a cunt? yes, he's a cunt.
Yeah.
What'd you say about me, Grandma?
Yeah.
I didn't. It was David.
David.
Yeah, it was me, you little cunt.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it's
We need David dolls for merch right now.
yeah.
You David Alzheimer doll.
That's the craziest thing I've seen coming out of her.
Man,
And just like my grandpa's commentary on her too, like, was hilarious, because he was in the old folks home with her, just watching him rip into her. He's like, "She's fucking losing it."
Just chirping at her?
Yeah.
was he
talks to that doll, you know. I'm like, yeah, okay. He's just always trying to get me to sneak him in whiskey and shit, and I'd always do it, and he'd get fucking hammered, and he'd be trying to fuck the nurses in there and stuff.
just a wild man.
Yeah. Can't go with her. She talks to a fucking doll.
Was your grandpa the dude from Pet Cemetery?
Pretty much, man. He did look like him a little bit, to be honest. Yeah.
That's your impression sounded like.
Yeah.
The ground sour.
I wish I had a pipicture of this guy, because now that you say that, he did actually look like him.
Don't touch the doll. She fucks it.
She fucks. Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
But your other great grandma just passed away recently though, and
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was 101 years old.
that's pretty impressive.
That's
101.
awesome.
That's
Especially coming out of like this camp. You know what I mean? You make it to 101.
yeah.
But yeah, she was like a stay-at-home mom,
Okay.
and like, yeah. So I don't think maybe that helps. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not working hard, I guess.
Yeah, you're not fucking.
Stay-at-home moms don't do shit.
They don't do shit. Just lay on your back and pump out the babies. Make a fucking platter of cookies now and then. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Get us a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Post a little workout video on Instagram.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, but I can't believe that, like,
Hashtag
It's
mom
weird.
life.
yeah.
The did you get anything out of in the will at least? Did you?
No, not a red cent.
Did other people?
Yeah, I'm not too sure how that went. It's my great grandmother, so like
Someone else probably
I
already
don't-
fucking
yeah,
drained her
somebody else.
assets.
Yeah.
They had 101 years to
Yeah,
fucking rob
dude.
her
Yeah.
blind, eh? Who got
No, exactly.
when your other great grandma died though? Who got the David doll? Is what I want to know.
Who got the David?
Did someone get the David doll? Is it like a fucking thing that haunts people?
They had to
Like,
burn it.
that's that's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's a horror movie right there. If you're
Yeah.
watching this and you want to option that, we will talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming this fall,
The David doll.
Uncle David.
Uncle David.
Uncle David.
Here's a little country.
Yeah. And it's funny that she had that fucking doll or whatever, because my Uncle Dave is the one that put her in the old folks home. We were gonna move her like to Waterloo and take care of her or whatever.
That's some.
But he was
voodoo
being
shit.
a fucking prick, and he put her in this home or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I think maybe she was putting a hex on the doll or
Holy
something
shit.
like that.
Oh man. And so
awesome.
what happened to David? Where's David now?
He died too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Where?
Well, here's the deal. I took a pin and I stabbed the doll through the heart. And Dave passed away that night. Really strange. No. But yeah, he passed away a couple years ago.
Oh man.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Damn.
Did you get anything in the well?
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, it's fucking it's unfortunate.
Yeah. My grandma
Yeah.
just kicked the bucket, and she had 10 kids, so I don't think
Holy
anyone
shit,
got
eh?
anything.
There's not much left in the bucket for anyone, eh?
No.
No,
absolutely not.
exactly.
Absolutely not.
Especially when they live that long too, because it costs money and shit. To
Yeah.
fucking...
Yeah, they're like prisoners, you know. They fucking are a burden on the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was 96, and she died on New Year's, and I was like sad about it. And then Jacob Silva was like, "Why are you crying? She was 96."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good long. It's a good long run.
Yeah.
I was drunk. I was allowed to cry.
You're
Yeah.
allowed
You
to
get
cry.
one cry,
Yeah, get one
get one
cry,
cry.
push it out.
Push it out.
and then you bury it. You
Yeah.
bury it deep, and you never talk
Just like
about it.
just like a miscarriage. You push it out and you bury it.
Yeah, babe.
You never talk about it again, but you're fucked up for a while inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's God's plan B right there.
So one of the things from our like previous podcast that we used to do, Tommy used to do this segment, and we had some people that were fans that were asking if we would bring this one back, and I thought it was important that we do bring it back. It's called Tommy Seen, and Tommy just tells us what he has seen recently, and it's usually something that'll blow your fucking mind. Tommy, you seen anything lately?
So when I was driving in to Bracebridge today, I seen a big old girl, and I don't like to fucking fat shame and shit, but I can do it because I'm fat too. Yeah, she was huge. She had a huge ass on her. Like it looked like two fucking buffaloes fighting under a silk blanket. Her walking down the street. And just the chafing, I imagine that's going on down there.
The chafing?
The chafing, yeah. The chafing.
Put a soft.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, she has an ass redder than a fucking baboon for sure. And, but here's the thing. She was fucking two-handing Danishes that she got from Sobeys. Like, I know. Like, just hooning these fucking things down. And it's like,
Did you say
I
hooning?
love-
Did you
yeah.
say hooning?
yeah, she's just hooning
I've
these
never
fucking
heard that fucking term.
these Danishes back. And like, I respect the fuck out of her for that. You know what I mean? Like, she knows what she looks like. She's big and she's out giving the people what they want. Like, that's what you want to see. Like, little Debbie ain't so little, is she? Little Debbie snack cakes.
Hooning.
Hooning.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
in the action or practice of behaving loudishly or irresponsibly.
Yeah.
It will soon be easier to report hooning on the city streets.
Yeah.
That kind of fits.
Yeah, that fits. Yeah, yeah. She was fucking hooning down Danishes on the city streets. So
That's a great word.
She's a loutish woman.
yeah.
Oh, she was so loutish.
No, but I respect the shit out of that. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of fat people will like hide indoors and fucking, you know, you ever seen The Whale? Like he just hid inside and smashed
Just jack
KFC.
off.
She's right out in the fucking open,
Yeah.
going to town, giving the people what they want. You want to see a fat person eating. You know what I mean? It's like a spectacle. It's like watching. But you go to the Mandarin just to watch the hippos feed. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun.
You
Well, like,
see,
I don't know.
you see
You think-
less of them.
You think Joey Chestnut would be way more popular if he was a big boy?
Yeah.
If Joey Chestnut was a big fat fuck,
Yeah.
just crushing dogs, you know how many more
Yeah.
people would watch him eating
Yeah.
those hot dogs? Because it's just like, yeah, you want to see it.
The
glutton.
funny thing about fat people too is like whenever you walk in a room and you like know someone farted or something, you always look over at the fat person. Hey, like,
so
oh,
true.
yeah, oh, it stinks here. It's probably that fat piece of shit in
It's
the
for
corner.
sure that fat fuck.
We're seeing less of them now.
It's weird.
We see
What?
so much less of them now because of delivery options.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're not out in fucking. Well, I go out and eat in public all the time, so I can't really say. But
Yeah. Did I tell the story about when the fat guy came into Pizza?
I don't think you did.
So, okay, so my wife and I were at the we're at like a party or at the bar or something. We went to the local pizza establishment, Pizza, when it was in our town.
yeah,
And-
embrace bridge. Yeah.
And we go in. It's like, the late night 2 a.m. pizza, and there's this great big dude. He would have been like over 400, like for sure, pushing 450. Just a large lad, and he's ordering a wheel, and we're in line to get a couple slices.
A wheel.
He's getting a monster truck tire size pizza. Like they fucking shoot it at him like the Ninja Turtles, like that toy back in the day.
Yeah.
And so we're standing there and we're in line behind him, and then these 4, they had to have been like not local people. They're like cottager type people that are, tourists from out of town. And these 4, they'd be in their early 20s. They come walking in, and this one kid, he was like definitely like the main mouthpiece of the group. He walks up and he just starts talking all this shit. He goes, "Hopefully there's some slices left for the rest of us. Look at this big fat fuck. Hopefully he didn't fucking eat all the pizza." Blah, blah, blah. And this kid's just going off.
Yeah.
And he's just running this fat guy
Oh, that's
down.
sad, man.
It was dirty, right?
Yeah.
And he wasn't funny. He was just an
just being
asshole.
a fucking prick.
And he's got 3 dudes with him. And I know my wife is going to say something to this fucking kid.
Yeah.
And if she says something to him and he says something back to her, I'm fighting all 4 of these guys. And I don't really want to fight 4 guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not a good situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to get into some slices. I'm not,
Yeah.
here to get fucking sliced. But I look over and I'm like, okay, there's 2 ways I can do it. I can let him talk some shit and then I got to fight him, or I can get in front of this. And I always find this to be the best move. So I just decide to let him know I'm a little fucking nuts. I go, "Hey, shut the fuck up." And then I called him an explicit word that we won't say on the podcast. Anyway, I call this guy out and I go, if I just call this guy out, then his friends might get tough. I go, you. Like, I call all 4 of them. I'm like, all of you guys outside right now. Let's fucking go. And they're like stunned. And I'm like, no, let's fucking go outside. I'm going to beat the living shit out of you guys.
Yeah.
And so
That's a fucking power move.
I had to do
shake
it.
Somebody.
one guy, though, that was like a bit bigger than me, that's the guy. I just got to clear out the flies so I can fight the main boss.
Yeah.
That's in my mind. I did all that math. I'm like, I can definitely destroy these guys. But if I have to fight this guy, I could be in trouble. But I just don't want these guys to be, with it, taking free cheap shots because you're going to get knocked out eventually.
No,
So-
exactly.
I call all these guys out. And then I hear the little bell on the door, like, ding. I'm like, oh, fucking right. Like, someone's coming in. I'm going to get some backup here. So it's not just me and this fucking fat dude against 4 guys. Now we got 4 on 3. And I look to see who's coming in. I realized no one's coming in. The fat dude ran out and left me high and dry
Yeah.
Stranded, about to fight 4 dudes by myself when I was backing his ass up.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
And these guys, luckily, they fucking backed down, right? Like they didn't want it. I'm like, oh hell yeah, like that felt fucking good, right?
Yeah.
But the guy's like, yo, dude, he's like, was that one of your boys or something? I'm like, fuck no, I've never seen that guy in my life. I just don't like little douchebags coming into my town acting like they're fucking tough shit,
Straight
Yeah.
up.
talking smack. I'm like, don't ever fucking come back here again and keep your mouth shut wherever you go, because I don't fucking like you, buddy. And he was like, I go, by the way, like, I go, there's fucking 5 of us now. I think we can go catch that fat fuck. Let's fucking get him. Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
That's a bitch move.
man.
Yeah.
But like, while I'm talking tough to these guys, like I got my brother on fucking speed dial. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, you want to fight? I'm over at Pizza. I'm fucking Wellington Street. Get here quick. Fucking, gotta fucking get
That's hilarious.
the alert out to the boys.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I just know that if like someone's talking like that, my wife's gonna say something. But that's
Oh, yeah,
then I'm
Jenna-
gonna catch an ass kicking.
So
Jenna doesn't put up with shit, man. That's what I like about.
I respect it, but I also
Yeah.
you'd have to know how to manage that.
It was funny the one time too. We were stopped in at Max Milk. It was at the time here in Bracebridge, and these like rich kids pull up in a fucking BMW and they just like unload all the garbage that they had in their car, like
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's bags, like cans and shit. And there's like a fucking garbage like not even 2 feet away from these fucking assholes.
emptying out the ashtrays of
Yeah,
their cars
like,
right
just
on the
fucking-
ground.
And you could see Jenna, and Jenna's fucking fuming watching this. And Tyler doesn't even have to ask her; he just knows. He's like, she's gonna say something to him, so I gotta fucking go. Tyler gets out and just fucking screams at these kids. He's like, "Nice fucking littering!" And he picks up all their shit and he throws it in to the fucking garbage. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
And I give them one of these,
Yeah, I get
crank up, and they're like closing their BMW door,
and then
and I just
fucking-
walk away so like
Yeah.
I'm so fucking crazy.
And he sits in the fucking car and he looks at me. He's like, "Yeah, I litter all the time."
I don't give a fuck about littering.
Yeah.
this just happened in Florida where these kids were on a boat and they were underage drinking.
Cool.
And then they dumped all of their trash into the water because they saw
Sick.
a police surveillance boat coming
Yeah.
and they didn't want to get ID'd. So they dumped all their trash in the water. And then that got caught on video.
Oh no.
So then it became like a real case because they would have caught a misdemeanor with.
Oh no, it's
so-
worse.
Yeah, so now it's worse because they dumped a shit ton of garbage into the water.
Oh, little
Holy
bad
fuck, yeah.
boys.
I have a video. Hold on.
Little bad boys.
There we go.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got caught here
Here they
fucking dumping.
They dump in like their beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were drinking and boating one time, and we're you know we were actually just drinking on the docks, and we're going to a party, and the guy who was driving the boat, he wasn't drinking, and he picked us up, and someone's like, "Is it cool if we bring these beers in the boat?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." Like we're just boating right across the lake to like where the place is. We start boating, all of a sudden the cops just come from fucking everywhere. We're like, no!
Yeah.
And then like my buddies were able to like sink their beers, but the police like light was like right on mine. Like,
Yeah.
what's up, dude? Like I had to take the hit for everyone, man.
Fuck, dude.
Oh yeah.
Boat police.
Oh, I hate the boat.
What's the
police.
fine on that if you get caught drinking on a boat?
Oh, I'm not sure. It was like $120 or something probably at the time. This is years ago. It
that's
might be
worth
more
it.
now.
That's fucked up.
That's fucking worth
I
it.
took the hit, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anyone else chip in on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn,
The
that's
hell,
tough.
boys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I got nailed.
So you can't drink on a boat?
You're not allowed to drink on
Unless it has like a bathroom on it
certain
or
boats,
something
yeah.
like that.
You're okay if
Ah.
it's like if it's big enough, it's got the bathroom and yeah,
What if you
Yeah.
have a fucking kitchenette? You're fine.
it's something like that. Yeah.
Put in a hot plate in a bucket, then you're fine.
I'm always like when I go down to my cottage in New Brunswick, I'm always worried about because I get fucking smashed in the canoe. You do you sail down the river. It's like a lazy river.
Oh, you can put a
I
lot
heard,
of.
I heard you can get a
Yeah.
DUI in a canoe now.
Wait, really?
That's what I've heard. You can
That's
get
the
a DUI on a
perfect.
bike,
that's-
technically.
That's the perfect boat to store secret beers in.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. If I get a DUI in a canoe, I'll be fucking seriously upset. If I get a DUI in a canoe, man,
They call
I'm
that
like,
being tipsy. Oh!
Hey!
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm going
Had
and
to make the
fucking
hit.
stealing a Jeep that night and getting blackout drunk and just driving it around so I actually get the DUI in. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna be in trouble for it anyway, I'm gonna fucking send it. So just a warning to the OPP and the RCMP.
There was a guy
And,
that this happened a few years ago. There's a guy who's in a high-speed police chase, and he's running from the cops, and he got to, I don't know if he got away, but he ended up getting out and like fleeing on foot and jacking a canoe and
Oh,
paddling
really?
away in the canoe. Yeah,
That's fucking
this is
hilarious.
it. Yeah. This actually happened. Oh no, this is a sketch, but this happened for real. This is a comedy sketch, but it did happen for real. This guy stole the fucking canoe, and I just think that's the most ridiculous.
Oh, there it
thing.
is, the police canoe.
That's the best fucking way.
That's so funny. And of course, it's classic CBC
But
comedy.
this is they're making fun of the real story,
Yeah.
though, right? Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I just love the idea of the cop standing there like, oh no, and he just like the slow getaway is great. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
It would be a CBC comedy story.
Yeah.
Cut the segment.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Is this hour has 22 minutes?
Give Tyler a pilot first.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about that. You were at the Canadian Screen Awards for roast battles on
Yeah.
CTV there.
Yeah, Roast Battle
And,
Canada.
Yeah, and I think you guys should have won, but who comes in and sweeps the whole thing? A show that probably should have been canceled in fucking 1992. This hour has 22 minutes. Did a clean sweep at the fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand it, man.
your tax dollars are hard at work. So you
Yeah.
know that someone's got to justify something.
just like blatant fucking liberal bullshit
I'm not mad.
propaganda.
I'm
Like,
not mad.
holy
Was their
fuck.
whole team there? The whole writing team for this hour?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't show my face in public.
Yeah.
Jesus
No, I'm
Christ.
just kidding.
And I was all I did a post about
There's
it
a
on
few guys there. but-
There's Cal Hickey's on there.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
listen, I like all those dudes.
Oh yeah, take the money and do whatever, but
Absolutely.
don't like know that fucking sucks, man. And like that's the worst fucking show on TV. I can't fucking believe it, man. That it's still on TV.
Hey, I don't
Like,
I don't watch it, so I don't knock it. But you know, it is what it is.
Like, let's get some. What do you say? Like they always get some fucking yokel from Newfoundland, like poke a little bit of fun at Justin Trudeau, but just enough that it doesn't sting.
Well, I think that it's like it's not the guys from over there that's the problem though. Like they're just being themselves, like the comics and stuff. But I think that there is something that the CBC has where they think that these guys over there have fucking goofy accents, so it's okay for them to. It's only okay if you're an East Coaster to make fun of our fucking politicians and prime minister because they got a little silly little accent. They're
Yeah.
like, oh no, and you know.
No one takes these fucking idiots seriously. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. There's people at CBC who like have some sort of, you know, prejudicial thought.
Yeah.
But like you couldn't have you couldn't be.
You can have some fucking
No one from Toronto
from
can get.
Ottawa or something like that.
Yeah.
doing it,
Oh
you know what I
God
mean?
forbid.
Getting one in on that fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I do think that there is something like that. Like they love to. Any political satire, you better be an East Coaster. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been some really good ones like from the past though. Again, I got no problem with those dudes, and a lot of them are good guys. So, but I do think that is like some sort of weird thing in Canada where they don't let anyone from.
Yeah, there must be some sort of, I guess,
From educated
lobbying
towns.
going on where they go, well, the CBC comedy has to be clean and we can't make fun of certain things.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not really in that world. I just sort of.
We need an insider. And we probably have one.
I mean, yeah, we know people who work for it and stuff, but no one's telling those guys that either. It's like inherent. Like it's been this show's been around for like what, 30 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, like how long.
Was it at no point good? Like,
I mean,
I don't think
they've
so.
had some good stuff over the
I don't
years.
know.
I can't. But there used to be the Mercer Report. We're talking. This
I
is
liked
really,
Rick Mercer. I thought
Yeah.
Rick Mercer was funny.
I'm not shitting on any of these, but there was the Mercer Report. There was This Hour is 22 Minutes. There's Royal Canadian Air Farce. All that stuff. It's shot over there. It's a majority East Coast on-air personalities. Codco was the original one. Codco was like
Codco,
East Coast, and it was like really highly regarded sketch comedy show. They're funny. So I think that sort of started off a tradition there, but I don't know. It might be something to do with the tax. If we're looking at anything, it's probably something to do with money and tax issues.
Yeah.
Why it all gets made out there, right? Because we got a buddy who Reed Price, who's in TV, and they shoot a lot of stuff out there. So,
There's a lot of stuff shot out
so
in the East
it
Coast.
makes sense that they would
Definitely
maybe just
cheaper.
go, well, we have these shows, and this has sort of been successful for us. Let's put this one here too, and they kind of have a template, maybe.
Yeah.
I think if you're talking about, it has a lot less to do with the art than it has to do with the convenience of the money.
Yeah. I mean, Tom and I were talking about this on the drive over, how there's sort of mediocrity is kind of the best angle to pursue it with in terms of CanCon right now, where it needs to be so incredibly safe.
Well, I'll tell you why.
It's fucking terrible. And Roast Battles is actually kind of stepped out of that a little bit.
Roast Battles
they
edgy.
let you guys.
Yeah, no,
do
they
some
brought
cool-
in
cool stuff
some
on there.
heavy hitters.
Yeah. Shout out to them for letting that stuff go, man.
Yeah, because no one else is, and it's starting to get fucking sad. Like, I'm seeing kids getting blown up on the news every night, but I can't say fuck on fucking TV. Fuck
You can't
off.
make fun of a guy for doing blackface.
Jesus Christ, yeah, I don't understand it.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. The with that stuff you're saying, the mediocrity and all that, I think it's just because in America there's like way more channels, there's way more people, there's way more drive to compete, whereas in Canada there's very few of that, and especially in like comedy and stuff like that, you see the people who book the stand-up in this country on the TV stand-up gala showcases. It's all CBC government funded, and it's like there's maybe 6 jobs like that are salary jobs that someone has lucked into their dream job, where they just get to pick comedy and put them on a thing and spend money, and they luck their way into a dream job with no fucking talent. And this isn't, again, not pointing anyone personal, but we see a lot of it happen. Why would that person take a risk on anything edgy that could cost them that easy job?
Yeah, because they would lose it.
Why
too,
would you take
so
a risk
fuck.
on me? I wouldn't take a fucking
And I understand
risk on me.
people have fucking bills to pay and shit, but just know that it's not fucking funny and fuck off.
Yeah, we don't think your comedy's funny.
Yeah, so
I like to
fucking
speak
blow
for the
me.
record. We don't find your comedy funny.
Yeah.
We're hilarious.
Yeah,
we
we're
have
the only ones that are funny.
We got the big cocks.
Yeah,
You got the little.
yeah,
You got the little cocks.
yeah.
And
We
you're
got
not
the
funny.
big swinging dicks, and we're the ones who tell the jokes.
We tell the jokes. And you're gay.
And you guys are gay too. Oh man.
Are we done here?
Yeah. It's so funny being a piece of shit.
Peace,
I
I'm
love
out.
it. Peace the fuck out.
Do we tell them they're gay?
Oh yeah, we told them they're gay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're gay.
They know it.
They're gay.
I don't want to see you out at the comedy club pretending you're one of us still.
Yeah. You're not funny. You're not funny. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. They're not.
I love that.
I don't even know who we're talking to.
No,
We're just
I-
talking-
I have an
know
idea.
either.
I have a general idea, and
Yeah.
we'll cut this out. But
You've seen it.
No, we're keeping that in.
Keeping
okay.
that in.
No,
Yeah.
no. What I'm saying right now.
But the part where we call comedians that we don't think are funny gay,
No, that's
Keeping
awesome.
that in.
we're keeping it.
Absolutely.
Stays.
It's,
Stays. You need to know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being gay,
of course not.
but being not funny.
Yeah.
Pretty gay.
Yeah.
Either you can be gay or not funny. Not both.
Speaking of which, I saw Scott Thompson yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, ran into him at a Harvey's after seeing Eric Andre.
Oh, nice. What's Scotty Too Hottie saying?
He did not like the show, and I think I agree.
The Eric Andre show.
So yeah, it was a live show in front of 2,500 people.
Yeah.
And
Eric Andre, he's a black comedian, right, from the States that does like.
He does like a pretty wild like alt comedy, like
I've
smashing
seen-
stuff, drinking ranch on stage,
fucking
throwing
nuts.
throwing lettuce at the audience, and like apparently the runners for the venue were buying like 200 bottles of ranch before the show, which
Jesus
crazy.
Christ,
Yeah.
eh?
And
And
then
that's
they-
like the joke.
So that's
That
one of the
somebody-
things. At one point, he played Two Girls, One Cup on a screen at History, which is so funny. So there was just actual shit eating being shown on the TV.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty insane.
Eric Andre is a little bit wild for sure. So what didn't Scott like about it?
So the issue with the show was there was a lot of filler where they put out a casting call the day before where they said we need willing participants that have an iPhone that can connect by a lightning port so we can show something off your phone possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be willing to do XYZ. And one of those is like, are you okay with Eric grabbing your dick? like that type of shit. Are you okay with drinking a full McDonald's meal in a blender? So like they put out a casting call, but then they plant them in the audience,
Yeah.
and then they bring them up. And then honestly, it was 120 minutes of that. And then like a few gags here and there that were Eric Andre doing stand-up type material.
Do those people get paid?
No,
Do
but
you think
like
that the
really?
casting call really cheapens it because it's like
it does.
it's like
for me at
it's
least.
phony baloney.
Yeah,
It's parlor
It
trick.
cheapened it, and then
Because Tom Green would never do that shit back in
Exactly.
the day. When Tom Green was doing live stuff, like he was legit wild. Like
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think he.
Like he would actually bring in a fucking dead deer and stuff and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
try
Like,
to kiss it and shit.
crazy.
he do all kinds of insane shit.
But I think the casting call was risk management. I think it was because they'd had a lot of fucking loons come up on stage on past tours.
Yeah,
And yeah. So anyways, ran into Scott Thompson, who didn't like
He
it.
didn't like it.
Scott Thompson from
Well, if
Kids in the
Scott Thompson doesn't like it, we don't fucking like it.
Hall. Yeah, Scott Thompson's hilarious.
Scott
man.
Thompson is my dad's favorite comedian, which is so fucking weird because he's like a conservative fucking guy that was in the military, and like comedy breaks through walls, buddy.
Oh, straight
Like
up.
his favorite comedian is a gay dude, so that's pretty.
Hell yeah.
And his son's a comedian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fourth favorite comedian.
Fourth favorite
his
comedian.
son, who's also a gay dude.
Yeah.
Man, the
Yeah.
For
no, I'm
generations.
yeah,
Dude.
Scott Thompson doesn't give a fuck. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
That's a guy. He was really sick, and he basically he faced death and decided I don't give a fuck anymore. And
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like the craziest stand-up
Yeah.
comedy to see. Someone that's been on the brink of dying or thinking they might die, not caring anymore and just throwing it to the wind. That's like the type of comedy that you can only hope to get to.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Plus, he held it. He held his own fucking on. What is it? Tough Crowd. Yeah.
Was
With,
he on Tough Crowd
he
with
was
Colin
on-
Quinn?
Dude, he held it down with Patrice O'Neill in the room.
Oh, really?
He could
I don't
carry
remember
it.
that episode. That's yeah. I love Tough Crowd though.
So
I mean,
good.
it'd be nice if there's a show like that still.
I want to see the original episodes get restored. We don't have that yet.
Yeah, no, it was a great show. Did you ever watch
Greg
that show?
Giraldo.
Yeah.
I like Greg Giraldo on it. Remember when he called out fucking Dennis Leary for not writing?
dude,
For not
flawless.
writing.
Yeah, well,
I like Dennis Leary looked like he was gonna fucking punch him in the face. It was
Leary
so
got
fucking-
blindsided because he picked a fight with the guy who had who's actually the sharpest dude.
Yeah, man, and fucking.
That wasn't.
And
Gonna
he
back
was
down
right
from-
too. He's like, "You're on TV." He's like, "When we're comedy writers, so you should be writing something."
And Leary talks about it now, like he knows he got nailed.
Yeah.
And he-
Yeah.
but that's a tough ego thing to take. I mean, no one wants to get smoked on national TV like Leary got smoked there.
No, exactly.
He had it
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, he did have it
He
coming,
really had
man.
it coming.
Yeah.
It'd been like a decade since No Cure for Cancer
Yeah.
came out.
That was for Bill Hicks, you fucking cocksucker.
Santy doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But, so
I'm lost now.
Dennis Leary is a comedian and actor. Do you know who Dennis Leary is? Okay.
Yeah.
Pull. You know who he is?
Put up a little.
Okay, pull him up on here just so you can see. You'll probably recognize him.
So Dennis Leary, to put it in perspective for you, he's kind of like Meek Mill. You know Meek Mill?
Okay, I've seen it.
Yeah.
He really
doesn't
made.
He
the
doesn't do
turn.
much stand up, but he's in a
No.
bunch of movies and
Yeah,
stuff like
movies.
that. And when he came along, his debut comedy special on HBO, I think it was HBO, was called No Cure for Cancer, and he was very notoriously accused of lifting material from another comedian, Bill Hicks.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
Bill
who
Hicks
died before his time.
Yeah,
like,
Bill
was
Hicks
very-
died when he was 32 of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
And Leary's special was called No Cure for Cancer. So the joke was, why did Bill Hicks die? Because there's no cure for cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Pretty
anyway,
much,
he was kind of accused of that. And then Louis C.K. actually ended up accusing Leary in more recent years. I mean, it was probably 10 years ago. Fuck. But he accused Leary of stealing the song "Asshole."
Oh, really?
Which was "Asshole" was like the huge hit on MTV that actually blew Leary up. Like that's the
So he had like a musical component to his special, and he had
Yeah,
a guy playing guitar on stage, and it was huge. Like the song blew up more than the special.
and it's so funny. It's a funny song.
It's a funny song.
It is a
But
funny
Louis
song,
C.K. claims that he was opening for Leary, and Leary ended up jacking the song from C.K.
damn.
Yeah.
Man,
Jesus,
Which is-
that's fucking crazy.
Mhm.
So yeah, he had to move into acting more as a full time thing.
Essentially, yeah.
But I don't-
Hated by the community.
Totally.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but he was already like when the Hicks thing. I don't know how big of a rumbling it was early on, or if it was like once that special came out and he was gone, like he just blew up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. It's not the same. There wasn't the internet, right?
Yeah, no, like
The
at the
mob's
time, the
slower.
outrage wasn't nearly as much.
It's easier to steal.
But
back
also, that special just ages so fucking bad.
then. yeah, it's not a good special.
Dude,
and Hicks's material
It's still
is
on. It's
amazing.
still fucking funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can always go back and find who the fucking
but you
real
know what
one
it is
was.
though.
Yeah.
But Leary
watch the
stole the cosmetic stuff from Hicks that like didn't have power behind it the same way that
like the
Hicks.
smoking and shit. Like Bill Hicks
It was
even
all
said
flash.
that he's like I quit smoking just to see if fucking Dennis Leary would quit. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
but Hicks had like an overall like message and power behind his comedy that was driven by something different than what Leary's comedy was driven by, and Leary just took sort of like the cosmetic styles of Hicks and a couple lines that.
Have you ever had anyone steal a joke from you?
No, but I
that you
steal jokes
caught?
from everyone else.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm just
Yeah, I mean, so I'll say this. I'm sure there's people that have stolen jokes,
I'm sure there is
And-
for sure. Yeah.
but there's also, you realize that there's so many.
It'd be hard to do like down in here. It's such a small community down here in Canada. But I bet you somebody's fucking
someone told
on a
me.
one nighter where no one else is around. Fucking
Oh, dude, one of my buddies was bombing, and he told me about it. He's like, "Oh, I was bombing at this gig the other night, and I didn't know what to do. I just did your fucking act. I ended up killing." I'm like, "Hell yeah, man!"
yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, no, that's a nice. But as long as they tell you and shit.
But like when you're writing comedy, you want to try. I mean, it's tough because if you write kind of one-liners or like, wordplay, all that type of stuff, you have to realize that other people are gonna come up with that shit too. Like
Yeah.
that stuff's it's as fastest. Who's the fastest to it, or how do you make it original to what you're speaking of? Because there's probably someone else that's gonna make those same connections. Like
Yeah.
look at guys like. I want to say like Mark Normand, like is a good example. He's like comedy AI. He's just always he's always talking.
Yeah,
And he hits all these puns.
Easy to steal from, right? Like,
But-
especially if you're out.
Well, not
Yeah.
that, but like he's gonna come up with the jokes that you might come up with just because he speaks in jokes. Like
Yeah.
he's always any
Yeah.
pun or whatever he gobbles it up, and like you just see guys like that are out there.
Comedy fucking Pac-Man.
Or or if you're doing like roast jokes, there's only so many jokes about that one topic. If good comedic minds are going to find that angle and come to it at the same time. Like, I don't know how many times we're writing on this Brady roast where we're just like
writing the same jokes.
My buddy and I write the joke. We're like, oh, I had that joke, or I thought of that joke, and we're thinking of it at the same time.
Yeah.
Or like we're watching Nikki Glazer. She did a joke that I wrote word for word, but I never submitted it because, like, I just thought it was going to get eaten before. But it's a good joke and should be done on the show.
Right.
But it's just people are going to find those connections. It makes you think. It makes you think that like some of the joke stealing accusations maybe of the past were like maybe a little like heavy handed. Maybe it was more common thought lines. Now, there's guys that are out there stealing, but usually they don't get that big. The guys that are truly out there being malicious,
I've seen it. They never get
They usually
anywhere.
get stopped, or they pivot the fuck out of stand-up the second they get, like...
If you can't write it, there's a very small probability that you can present it with conviction and actually be good doing someone else's jokes.
You have to be a sociopath like Mencia was with it, and to maintain that, and then to like
I've seen it firsthand down in Kitchener, where there's this guy that was coming out and doing my shows and stuff, and you just fucking bomb every time, right? And then came out the one night and just fucking killed. I'm like, holy fuck, this guy like actually sat down and wrote some shit. He's fucking doing good. And about like a couple weeks go by, comes out, does it again, same set or whatever, and I'm like, fuck, worked again, that's good. But my sister was at this show, and my sister watches comedy, she fucking loves it and shit, and then she sends me this video of this guy, Daniel Sloss. He's a comedian in the UK. This guy ripped off verbatim everything that he's like you didn't even change a fucking word in it, was going up and doing this kid's act. And this guy's like 50 years old, and he's ripping off a fucking kid, and he stole it right off the fucking like TV. Like, you don't think you're gonna get caught? Steal it right off the TV. Like, how fucking blatantly stupid is this fucking guy? He runs shows in Kitchener now. I can't say his name because he's a little cunt that you take it right off TV. It's not like you went and saw this guy in fucking Scotland at an open mic and like stole a tag or something. Like, you watched him on Conan and stole his whole fucking act. That's pretty fucking bad.
Fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
cheap
weak.
Shit.
That's weak.
Yeah.
It's funny, these like that is where you will see the theft is the low level, like the open mic circuit, where it's because you get a lot of crazy people, and like it's just it's definitely not you're not seeing it too often on the high level. There's much more of an opportunity for people to call it out.
I see it happening most with dudes that smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah,
because they'll be stoned out of their mind. This happens with friends of mine, and then they'll see a bit, and then they come out later, try a bit, and then they don't realize what they've lifted from.
Yeah,
because they're so fucking cooked.
Or they just think that they thought of it. Like that's I mean, that shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love the fucking,
and those things should be met with violence, I think.
I mean, if you I've never had this spot where I've had where I'm like, if you keep doing my joke, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you. But I think my jokes are usually so fucking offensive that like, will you steal my career too? Fuck. But I love. Oh, you were telling me a story. I want you to tell this because it made me laugh so hard. Is it Ken Roach?
Ken Roach. Yeah,
he's talking about Kitchener comedy. And
there's a comedian in Kitchener named Ken Roach. He's blind, and he's a massage therapist. Anyway, he would come out and do the open mics and shit. And we were there on a weekend. I think he was doing guest spots or something with Glenn Foster. Glenn Foster was headlining.
Glenn Foster's a comedian in Canada. That Canadian guy.
Check
him out.
I like Glenn Foster. Glenn Foster is a good dude.
He's the edgiest, darkest comedian in Canada. He'll tell you. Go on his.
He'll tell you twice. Yeah.
Go on. Check him out.
So this
Sorry to get
this
off
blind, this blind guy Ken Roach is opening up for him on the shows and stuff, and like Ken goes up and he does like hokey pokey bullshit about being blind, and it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty easy jokes, but the crowd fucking eats it up, right? And they're laughing along with him and stuff. So he has like some good sets. Glenn goes up and is just like not his crowd. Like Glenn's funny and shit, but like, you know, everyone has off nights. So afterwards we're sitting out in the restaurant area of the bar, and fucking Glenn's eating dinner and stuff, and we're sitting like a table behind, not with him, but like a couple tables down from him and shit. And fucking Ken Roach is blind and shit. And he comes out to me. He's like, "Holy fuck, you see that, Tommy? I just fucking buried that Canadian guy, Glenn Foster." He's like, "You believe that guy? He fucking sucks. I can't believe they fucking pay that clown to do that shit." He's like, "I was way better." Fucking Glenn is sitting right there. And he like says it that loud too, man. And I just started fucking crying laughing. It was the
Oh
greatest.
yeah. Blind guy doesn't know, and he's
Yeah.
just running his gums.
That's a dream scenario.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Every comedian wants to have a blind hater.
Yeah.
Talk shit on them in a
exactly.
room that you can sneak up behind and go, "What was that?"
Yeah. What was that?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're good on time, boys.
Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube and Instagram, and
And if you
we're
don't,
gonna be back.
piss up a fucking rope.
Yeah, piss up a rope. Fuck off. Yeah. Thanks, guys.